Officials in the Spirit Lake Community School District are considering a major facilities improvement plan, which is aimed at addressing aging infrastructure and long-standing maintenance needs across the district. Superintendent Dr. David Smith says the majority of the work is imperative to keeping the school's basic systems operating. This includes HVAC, electrical, windows, lighting, and roofs. Preliminary estimates put the project's price tag at about $63 million, but Smith is now recommending removing a proposed $13 million field house or athletic bubble from the project. The remaining plan would include major work at the elementary, middle, and high schools, along with updates to the bus barn and several athletic improvements. The school board will decide whether to move some or all of the projects forward toward the November bond referendum.
Our buildings have basically just gotten to the end of their lifespan. You know, at some point you need to replace all of your HVAC, and those are large price tags. At some point it's the roof, electrical, for example. In 2 of our buildings we got to do a lot of electrical work. The classrooms are just old and outdated.
If the school board decides to proceed with that project, the district would need at least 150 signatures to put the bond issue before voters in November.
We've invited people in to just come in and tour the school and just take a look and see what it looks like, and so they can see what we're talking about. And once they come in and they see the roof, the lights, the ceiling, the small spaces, the electrical on one wall, how thin some of the walls are, people have a pretty good idea right away what we're talking about and can understand and empathize with us.
District leaders will host a community information session so folks can learn more. It's Wednesday. Community members can tour the elementary and high school buildings beginning at 3:30 p.m. A question and answer session will follow at 4:30 p.m. in the Sammy Center, with the school board meeting beginning at 5:30. Residents are encouraged to attend to learn more about the project and share their opinions with the board.